Okay, everybody, welcome to the second episode of Heavy Metal Cycles. We're headed to Floresville, Texas, to the Texas Classic BMX Days with some vintage swap meet action, a little racing, and a lot of nice old bikes. We ran into D-Chips and Stu Thompson, a lot of old friends. I didn't get to meet Stu, but it was a fun day overall. We had a good time. It was 103 degrees, real hot. So let's go down there and see what happens in Floresville. Okay, I'm out here at Cycle Ranch. Already seeing a lot of old school stuff in the pavilion. Have to put that on film. Everybody's riding the motorcycles and four-wheelers. Okay, so the track was downhill. It was old school. It had a big first berm. I thought everybody was going to go flying over it and take that sign out, but they did not. So it does roll around over a couple rollers into kind of a flat berm, some more rollers, and then it ends. It did look old school. I don't know if it looks 70s or not, but so we're going to hear the national anthem played by Leland Hill, who unfortunately has passed away, but he played it on his guitar at the DeSoto track before he passed away. So everybody rise for the national anthem. That first berm was the killer. This young lady here tries to put her bike on the inside line and she doesn't quite make it stick, so she gets an A for effort. So here we have a mother and daughter racing. Shelly in the far lane, Amber closest to you. So the funny thing here is Shelly goes straight down the track and takes a line right up the berm. Looks like she's going to ride her daughter right off the berm, but she saves it with brakes and a lot of skill. And so nobody's hurt, but it's interesting to hear the crowd reaction in real time. We're going to listen to that now. Amber and Shelly.
Riders ready, pedals ready, go!
Ladies, get loud, get proud, let them know you love them. Right here, this is all the Chino. Here comes your forward ride. On point, out front.
All right, here they come, racing down the track, hauling crackers, man. Oh, these guys are faster than greased snake snot. Got to be none other than the district number 4 of Chris Atkins from Carrollton, Texas.
Cock lock ready to rock. Up in that gate, we should have Mr. Craig Mitchell, Mr. Kent Sneed, and the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rusty Roberts.
This is what we came here for, old school pre-1976 bikes.
If you don't watch any moto today, this is one you want to watch. Here we go. We got Mitchell trying to make a move, but it looks like Mr. Kent Sneed on the 34. Got the 84 coming on the inside. Oh, man. Mitchell, Sneed, Roberts as they come out of that final turn looking for that 34, but it's going to be that 84 all the way back. Going to be Mitchell, Sneed, and Mr. Rusty Roberts.
That's freaking awesome. There he goes. Saying he had a heartbeat monitor on. Had to let his heart slow down.
Generation of BMXers, Little Door Chambers, Chips, and Savage made BMX what it is today. Here they go, gate drops, Little Door Chambers, Chips, and Savage. Chips trying to get that suspension bike up in there. Here we go. It's going to be the 7 ride. Mr. Mike Savage on point out front, losing the rider. Got that 1. Chips sitting on the 2. He says he's a bag of these.
Old school suspension bikes from the 70s, they had suspension. They're like a motorcycle, but pedals instead of a motor. This is the kind of stuff we want to see. The guy in the blue shirt, really good to see him. Bernie Anderson of the ABA, the original founding father. There's D Chips on the yellow motorbike and Tim Littlethorpe out of Nebraska in the white jersey. Good to see a lot of these people I haven't seen in a while. So we also had a swap meet and bicycle show. I didn't bring any of my bikes this time, but Chrome Wally Kid shows up from California. Real nice champion stuff. Impressed. A lot of it prototypes and one-offs. Here we have suspension bikes. The suspension bikes in the 70s were made to look like motorcycles, as you can see Yamaha here, because early roots of BMX were kids basically mimicking motocross and motorcycles. They even put gas tanks on some of those, so this is how it worked out. They mimicked the motorcycles. Here's a few more suspension bikes and gas tank bikes from the 70s. Well, vintage BMX racing as a class is a thing now. Guys are out there racing in their 50s and 60s. I got to see a bunch of old friends I haven't seen forever. And this is a thing. It's happening. I know NASCAR has the old vintage cars out there and motorcycle motocross. So I'm wondering, and also flat track. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a thing going to spread throughout the USA. I hope so, because it sure was entertaining to see the old bikes from the 70s on a downhill track, and a good time was had by all.
No, they only put me one.
Rick, Giannis is 4. Peter, 3.
Darlene's got a loose goose.
Shane 4 is 2.
Ready to get on the gate.
One, bringing them all around out of Houston, Texas. ORP trying to make it happen. They're battling on the 8 and the 84. Chambers, Mitchell, Sneed. And Mr. Tim Schaefer out of Little Rock, Texas, getting ready to go. 26-inch cruiser, pre-1980. Pre-1980, 26-inch cruiser, getting ready to go. Here they come out of turn number 1. Got the 4 right. Little Thorpe says, "What's good, cuz? I got this on a Saturday afternoon." Right here at the Cycle Ranch. Here comes Mr. Schaefer doing it for Premier Racing.
Carry forward. 2.
I think the last time I came out here,
We got cruisers. Now, Moto 11's after this. We have a rider on the gate, so just be ready to chill.
somebody, he flipped over me.
First jump. I'll work my way around the track.
And then Alpha went around.
I got third.
Bradley was the guy with that one.
I won. Yeah. Oh, Aaron's winning. Yeah, go
I
Aaron.
thought Brad got I'm impressed. I thought Brad didn't do that.
No, I was leaving the whole way from Hey, good. Oh, yeah, I talked to you at the
show.
You got a Panda Pro-Am, huh?
I do have a pin.
So we got Kent Sneed showing me his pandas, and it was a great time. I'm glad to see everybody I haven't seen in a long time. A lot of cool old school bikes, a lot of good racing. So it's a wrap on episode 2. Hopefully see everybody back here for episode 3.